Hello, you beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle. We talk about things life, love, spirituality, law of attraction, and all of that juicy goodness. In this video, I want to talk about your sacral chakra and your heart chakra. So it's womb to heart. And this is for all of my feminines out there. This is for all the masculines wanting to learn more about their own feminine energy and your feminine power. And when we're co-creating, right, when we're manifesting, your sacral chakra, which is the womb space, has everything to do with what you're calling in. If you are disconnected from your sexuality, if you're disconnected from your heart, if you've been through great loss in your life, if you've been through trauma, sexual trauma, maybe somebody's smushing your joy as a kid, you know, your creativity feels blocked, you feel like you don't even know what joy looks like anymore, this message is for you. So stay tuned. Get your journals out, write this down, because this is going to be the key to the doors unlocking in your life to be able to call in more manifestations. So when we are not connected womb to heart, right? And guys, yes, you have a womb too, energetically. There's a channel that's not flowing, right? Our chakra system is this beautiful energy system with 7 different spots, and they all flow together like beautiful spinning tornadoes, and the energy goes up and down, up and down. But when there's a blockage, or when there's stagnancy or disconnection, you could think about it like the wires are crossed, like the path up to the heart, we're not able to get there. There's something like diverting the energy. And a lot of times that is the pain and trauma that's stored in the body. So what we have to do is we have to go in and energetically reconnect the womb to our heart and our heart to our womb. So you can do this in a meditation, you can do this on a walk, you can do this just sitting on your couch and just breathing deeply. So what you want to do is, you want to address the version of you that felt any sort of pain in childhood around your sexual energy, your creativity, your joy, your playfulness. And as we know, anything with the heart chakra, if there's loss, grief, divorce, this is all going to affect that area. So we're going to pinpoint what is your specific thing. What happened to you that caused this disconnect, right? And I just want you to write it down. It could be 5 things. It could be 1 thing. But I want you to identify it and then write it down. And now I want you to write a letter to your younger self. And I want you to paint a whole new picture of what that experience could have looked like, how it could have gone differently. So you're almost revising it. You're changing the story around it. You're telling yourself, I am empowered. I never got disconnected. My womb was never disconnected from my heart. I never had that trauma happen. Or my parents never got divorced and they ended up staying together, and I am now a result of a beautiful, healthy marriage of my parents. So you're revising the past around that situation. And this does wonders for your nervous system. This does wonders for your chakra system. And every single time my clients do this in my mentorship, they always end up messaging me, oh my gosh, Michelle, I just wrote a letter to my younger self. I just wrote a letter to the person that abused me, and I forgave them. I just wrote a letter to my parents saying, like, I'm so grateful for this experience. You know, I know you got divorced for a reason, and I'm glad that you chose your happiness. It's like they're fully accepting what is. So here's the juicy part of this lesson. If you want to reconnect your womb to your heart, you have to accept what is. You're accepting the fact that that happened, but then you're revising it and you're creating a new reality for yourself. And now you are going to be the product. You're the woman or man who's a product of the healthy childhood, of the healthy experience. Or you're simply seeing that rough experience, you're seeing the lessons in it, you're seeing the beauty in it. And now when you do that, your chakra system is now online again, and it's going, oh, we're whole, we're happy, energy's moving now, because we finally addressed the inner child that was screaming for help, that was screaming for attention, and they couldn't connect. So once we accept what is, all of a sudden we feel alive again. You might start pleasuring yourself again down there. You might start wanting to paint again. You might start wanting to connect with people from your past who maybe you put a wall up to and you were so resistant. But now that you're accepting what is, all of a sudden everything comes back online and you're able to tap into that joy. Okay, the joy lives in the high heart and in the sacral. So when we connect the two, we have unlimited joy. We have unlimited access to who we could be in this world. We start to do things we never even knew we could do. So your manifestations are a direct reflection of your connection to your heart and to your sacral chakra. And if we want to connect both of those and really get that energy moving, we have to accept what is. We can no longer resist the past. We can no longer, feel jealous about our partner. We can no longer not be forgiving somebody for something that they did. We have to understand that every single thing that has happened in our lives was something that we chose to happen on a soul level for growth, for lessons. And now we have the lesson, right? But a little piece of us is not allowing the body to realign to the lesson. The body still is holding on to the pain and the hurt. And that's why I'm making this video, because I want you guys to release the pain and the hurt. And once we do that, which is addressing the inner child, accepting what is, now the body's connected to the consciousness. Our body is now in alignment again. There's no disconnect. Our consciousness is our heart, right? So now we can live life loving other people, showing up for people. Now we have space in our body to ask ourselves, why am I jealous right now? And what can I do to not, go after my partner? Let me go into my bedroom, get my journal out and write down, why am I jealous right now? And talk to yourself, talk to the inner child and ask him or her what they need. And when you start to get the womb and the heart connected again, you are in your feminine power, and your feminine power is your manifestation power. It is your ability to attract anything. You become this magnet that just literally can manifest anything instantly. And it is so stinking fun and beautiful and magical. And you're just like, oh my gosh, life can be this great. I don't have to stay in the suffering of my past. And your past is beautiful. There's a beauty in it, whether you see it or not. And because it made you into the person you are today, it taught you what not to do, right? So now we know what not to do. Now we know what to do, but now we just have to align the body to meet all of that. And the body is our beacon. Our body is our antenna. So when we're feeling good, we're going to attract more. So if you want to manifest more in your life, if you want to call in your desires, if you want to be able to hold your desires, because sometimes your desires can come in and you can't hold on to it because your body is still a little shaken up. It still believes that this is too good to be true and this isn't possible. How could this person be real, or how could this job be real? And then we sabotage it. Our mind starts to create all these stories of why it's not real, or they're dangerous, or it's scary. So what we do is we have to go within and pay attention to the mind and pay attention to those thoughts and not self-sabotage. And that's when we can really, really hold our desires when they come in. Because I have a lot of clients who get desires and their mind starts to create a story about it and then they push it away. So we want to soften the body. We want to connect the womb to the heart so that we can hold our desires. So if you need help doing this, click the link in the comments. I run a mentorship. I coach women one-to-one. You can just do one call with me, or you can sign up for 6 or 8 weeks, and I will guide you how to really go deeper into connecting this womb to the heart. And when the womb is open, you are feeling good, you're dressing good, you're loving yourself, you're feeding yourself good food. You no longer have addictions because you treasure this sacred part of your body. It is so incredibly sacred. Your womb space is your portal to everything. And if that is shut down from trauma, we can only manifest to a certain extent, or to a certain amount, or to a certain level. Okay, so we really want to work on this. If you need help, hit that link in the comments. And I'm sending you so much love. Thank you so much for supporting me, my daughter, and our channel. And we will see you in the next one. All right, peace out.